will the continue, insert coin, back to split, legging hits to the groin, live in Mortal Kombat versus Shao Kahn, resemble dad and mom just to face my fear. I had not to care, to conquer life, needed balls, bollocks, cojones, to embrace aloneness, hearing your life's less, made my decisions lifeless, but I digress. You 90s rulers of life a mess, by your behest, we do all what you say for a quest, intention the best, creates intended tension, thinking there's secrets in the Snowden, mad after facts out and about, so we spout hate to what we create, an endless cycle, the fate we articulate, capitulate, forward checkmate on a checkerboard, rise on a rip cord, to see pots, pans, looking up for fellow follow fans who sing praise and worship under all, but we can't have that unwanted subscription, we only subscribe to accomplish aspirations for those we say.
I can go anywhere.
All you off-code niggas, come into the circle, please. Because I heard a lot of bullshit over the weekend. And yes, folks, I know I used 2 cuss words in 2 sentences. This is the type of show it's going to be today. So when you see the E on the audio version, don't get upset. And please don't play it in front of your kids, because I want them to hear Kid Gravity. In about 10 years, they said, I heard this nigga over here. He was saying some shit. Now, for those who don't know, this is New Black Media Appreciation Month. Even though we're going to make sure it is New Black Media Appreciation Millennium. But, you know, we got to start off small. So I said, since it's the end of the month, let me hook up with some new black media personalities. And I said, I like these 2. I need to bring them on. So I have on SincereDaLuvGod and NYCTeeGurl 1, who I had to be corrected, thinking that she was from New York because of the name, but she's actually out in LA. And I appreciate these 2. Follow them on their social medias. I'm sure they'll put it in the chat room, but also check out their channel. Let's get them to 1,000 subscribers so they can take some of that YouTube money and reinvest it in themselves and then get super big. And then, you know, they can become one of the pillars of the new black media, because we all know Jason and Professor Black Truth and Tariq are not going to be here forever, and they need willing successors. And I think these 2 can be a willing successors, because they're funny, but they also keep it real. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and we're going to get into it, because we have some breaking news that we need to talk about first, folks.
All right.
Ladies first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ladies first.
I am your sister from another Mr. NYCTeeGurl, and it is a play on words, you guys. I'm a Gemini. I can be nice, but I can be very, very nasty, meaning bite your head off if you take me there. I'm based in LA. Welcome to Kid Gravity, and we're ready to chop it up with y'all.
Peace, peace, peace to the family. My name is SincereDaLuvGod. Thank you, Brother Kid Gravity, for having us. Appreciate all the compliments and all of that, and the warm welcome. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you sharing your platform with us and always showing love to us on our platform as well.
Yes, sir. I'm usually catching y'all while I'm in the car, which is not a good look, because sometimes y'all be having me laughing, and you know how these Atlanta streets are.
Okay.
Y'all ain't got no shoulders down here. We got to talk about that. Brother pulling over on the straight road, and you know how Atlanta drivers are. They swerve at the last second. I'm not trying to get hit.
You gotta get in where you fit in, man.
There it is. All right, folks. I am originally from New York.
Oh, so same here.
Yeah, thank God I left. They doing too much out there. Doing way too much.
For sure.
Yeah. But folks, we're gonna have fun tonight. But let's kick it off, because unfortunately the white media folks have dubbed this man an African American. Jesse Jackson is he choked on his chicken bone. Yes, he did. I'm sorry, not the chicken bone. The dry biscuits. We know. Folks, this African American did it. I'll do it for the white people who stumble on this channel, but we know he ain't African American. He ain't a real one. This South African has done it. Folks, he has acquired Twitter. And we all talk about Elon Musk, you know, the white man who named his children weird-ass hieroglyphic names.
Right.
But yes, folks, he has done it. Twitter took the money, said $44 billion, I'm finna take that. So yes, folks, if you're on the screen, I am playing it right here. Elon Musk to acquire Twitter. Today announced that it has entered a definitive agreement to be acquired by an entity wholly owned by Elon Musk for $54.20 per share in cash in a transaction valued at approximately $44 billion. Upon completion of the transaction, Twitter will become a privately held company. So if you have Twitter stock, your stock is now worth $54.20 per copy, if it's common stock. And I was perusing Twitter, and the heads of Twitter, they were all loving it because they gonna get their cut. But I have reservations about this because unless he takes it back to the old days, it's not gonna work. And also, we know what that means for Black Twitter. Does it mean more censorship? Does it mean they let it fly? Does he cut off the porn after 12 o'clock? We don't know, folks. We just don't know. But I'm going to let my guests have their say on it, and then, yeah, we'll come to a general consensus.
Yeah, man, I'm not really mad about the acquisition. You know what I'm saying? The titling of calling him an African American and all that, that's a separate issue for me. As far as the acquisition is concerned, I don't believe that it will actually affect us as far as censorship is concerned. I think this dude is kind of a loose cannon in a way, a free thinker in a lot of ways. He has some agendas that might not align with ours, but I believe he's arrogant enough to allow for fair competition. He believes he's so far ahead of the game that there's no way that he could possibly lose. So let's make it fair. Let's make it fair. Y'all niggas can't catch up anyway. I'm still going to run the narrative. I'm going to run the show. And so y'all can say what y'all want to say on here. Free for all. And so in that case, I think it's a good thing. Less censorship. I see less censorship coming.
Okay. Miss Nice Tea.
Okay. I'm kind of like, I don't know what's going to happen type of deal. I think this dude, obviously, he's like this very weird. But again, I just see another white person with a lot of money that has acquired Twitter. White supremacy wins. They got them to who has, 40 some odd $billion just to throw around. You know what I'm saying? So again, is he another tool that's being thrown at us? Because at the end of the day, we know that they play both sides of the argument. At the end of it, all meets in the middle. It's team white supremacy for all of them.
Yes, sir. Okay, yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Now, here's the $1 million question. And, free biscuits for the coons, free biscuits for the coons. They need to know this. Does he bring back Trump?
Yes.
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 I made this joke. I said he should have her. He should have Trump come in about 7:30 in the morning. Just say I'm back, and we already know CNN and them would already have their roundtables lined up to dissect a 2-word tweet.
Right. That's exactly right. But yeah, man, Twitter is gonna be a free space.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And I don't think that Trump should have been removed from Twitter. I don't think that Trump should have been removed from Twitter or any other social media outlet, because all the rhetoric, that he was given, had been his rhetoric from the beginning. So I don't understand, after he lost, quote unquote, lost the presidency, like, why ban him after the fact? That makes sense.
Because everybody would have said he was just going to keep tweeting that he had the election stolen, and he would have went in on Biden with things that are true. And the Democrats can't have that. They can't have that renegade on there talking like that. I mean, it's only their white supremacy they want to enforce.
Exactly. And so I like the Trump style white supremacy. I prefer the Trump style white supremacy.
Thank you. I want it to be overt, not covert.
Right. Hot on the platter. Let's get it popping.
Yes.
Let it be what it's gonna be.
Yes, that's why I tell them I'd rather deal with the bigot I know than the racist I know.
So why did this happen with this election? Is it that black people literally just didn't want to faces? The majority of Black America was comfortable with racism being, you know, um, covert. Is that what this was? And if so, why?
I think you know what it was, and I'm going to offend some people here, but this is what my platform does. I offend people, which is fine because once you get offended, you will be more open to listening. I think what Trump did was something unprecedented. He put himself all, he's probably the first politician in history to ever put his whole life out there. We've seen this man start from where he started in the late 70s all the way up to the highest position on this planet. And say what you want about that man, he never changed. He is who he was. He is a bloviator. He is an overt white supremacist. That's fine. But he also took fence-sitting to a legendary status because even though he was an overt white supremacist, he still said, okay, I'm going to help them Negroes out. And I'm going to do it in a way that makes it look sincere. But then what ended up happening was they didn't expect black people to say, you know what, Trump is kind of cool. I'll take a little bit of his racism if he's willing to give me what I need. And also, he's not asking us for anything in return. Just say, you know what, just vote for me later. And I think black people were comfortable with that.
Looking for the vote. I don't even think he was really looking for the vote. And I agree with you that it's not about trying to get any of these politicians to like us. You know what I'm saying? This is business. You know what I'm saying? It's not about feelings. It's not about emotions. It's all about logic and who's gonna hand over the tangibles. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? You can feel however you want to feel about black people at the end of the day, as long as you're gonna hand over them tangibles. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But what I think is the reason why the Democrats were able to take back power is because a lot of black people, it's fear. It's all based on fear. A lot of black people are afraid of power. And also, a lot of black people were afraid of Trump. You know what I'm saying? They were afraid of that open white supremacy that we all embrace. You know what I'm saying? We don't embrace it because it's a good thing. We don't embrace it because it's something that we like. We embrace it because it's manageable. It's something that we're accustomed to. You know what I'm saying? And it's just old-fashioned white supremacy, as opposed to with the Democrats, we have to deal with this anti-black racism coming from all of these other groups. All of these other groups are being empowered. They're given resources in order to undermine us. They're being platformed. They're given resources, money, legislation, everything that they need to attack us. And so it's harder for us to fight all of these groups coming from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So we better off just dealing with the old-fashioned white supremacy that we've been dealing with, because there've been plenty of times that we had them on the ropes.
Yeah. And, you know, if it ain't Democratic white supremacy, they don't want it. If it ain't Republican white supremacy, they don't want it.
Right.
But when it becomes black supremacy, everybody's united against it. Which is funny as hell.
The thing is, both sides have been united against black people, period. And then you have the Democrats who have created more policies that have negatively impacted black people than the Republicans have. And then when you think about policies and things like that, even though they may not be directly or specifically for Black America, we tend to just align with it, or, you know, our moral standards kind of align conservative than it does with the Democrats. They're shoving down non-binary stuff, so they're trying to erase, you know, genders. You know, they're teaching children, you know, that, you know, man and woman love is. I'm not saying that they're saying it's bad, but they're introducing all this, you know, kind of degenerate behavior, you know, into specifically black homes, because of course they're dying out, you know. slowly but surely. And so now they need to make sure that we're not having reproductive relationships, right? So they sell that, Dwayne and Gabrielle, to black people.
Right.
Get in these
Well, they figure with
relationships where
us,
they're non-reproductive.
yeah, they figure with us, if we accept it, then the whole world's gonna accept it. And now they're finding out we ain't gonna accept stuff like this. If we didn't start it, we're not co-signing it. We're not doing it anymore. Because we already saw what happened with the African shots. And yeah, no, sir. It's time to circle the wagons. I understand what the FBAs are talking about now. Circle the wagons. Start to say, I'm gonna say, you know what? I gotta go clean my house, and nobody's coming in inside to help me clean my house. Let me do it first. Y'all can take the bullshit that I put on the lawn. Y'all can take it for free, but after that, nah. Hold your own nuts. I'll see you later. And I respect FBAs for that. I only wish people in Jamaica would do that. But, you know,
Yeah,
their hands are
everybody should be on that
preoccupied with cake, so I said it.
Everybody should be on that type of time. I mean, we're about the business of black empowerment, and we're not looking to replace the system of white supremacy with a system of black supremacy. We're looking to replace the system of white supremacy with a system of justice. And everybody should be for justice, right? Justice means equity across the board. You know what I'm saying? That no group of people should be able to dominate another group of people based off of race. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So everybody should be with that.
Yeah. I did have a debate with somebody years ago, and I said, I don't want equity, I want equal rights. Because I know what's going to happen with equity. They're going to make everybody seem the same, and then that'll be a way to undercut people. But I don't know. I might have to do a little bit more research on that.
Well, the difference between equity and equality is really
that's what it was. I'm sorry, not equity. Equality versus equal rights. I said I'd rather have equal rights than equality. That's what I said. Sorry.
Equal rights versus equality. Okay, I can understand that.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Is that along with
Because
You ain't finna compare me to no white man. You're not doing that. Not today.
Yeah,
I can't be a white man. He can't be me.
Equality is like niggas looking for a hug again. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, what is equality? That's
Speaking of hugs.
Acceptance.
Speaking of hugs, I'm glad you brought that up, Sincere. Speaking of hugs, so I'm taking it you two don't like coons.
Oh,
No.
I love coons.
You love
coons?
They make us look great.
Yes, sir. So I hope to God this probably has music in the background, but I'll cut it out later. But explain this.
Is that Ayana Presley? Who is that?
I don't know. It's some mammies out there dancing for Biden during 2020 election cycle.
Why am I starting to see a lot of bald-headed black women all of a sudden?
Because they want to be us, brother. I'm sorry, NYC Nice Tea. I'm sorry for that, but a lot of black women want to be us because they know when black men talk, the whole world stops.
I'm seeing a lot of bald-headed black women all of a sudden, man.
I just want to know, are they from Atlanta?
You can tell if they're from Atlanta if they got a beard or not. Oh, you ain't.
Oh, you don't know what? You know what? When you come to Atlanta, Nice Tea, I'll take you over to Midtown and leave you there. You know, we take her to Midtown, leave her there for about 20 minutes. She come back with stories.
This is
I know what you're talking about.
Atlanta can be its own. It could be its own Matrix. It could be its own TV show. I'm not talking about the one with Donald Glover. I'm talking about like a reality show. It could be its own reality show.
But is that only, guys only see that in Atlanta in the black area, or is that across the board?
Midtown's not a black area. Midtown is basically LGBT central. You got everybody living there.
Okay.
That's a place where you have a whole bunch of expensive almost $3,000 a month high-rise apartments, but they have a strong LGBT community.
They're still black.
Like 10th and what is it? 10th and Piedmont. Yeah, 10th and Piedmont. They have the rainbow flag in the crosswalk.
Wow.
Like that's how strong it is. Like all those restaurants around there, huge LGBT presence.
I'll be in the house, man.
Sorry. Hey, I work around there, so come 5 o'clock, that restaurant on the corner of Juniper and 10th, hopping. At night, that whole area is hopping, so I ain't with it. So I go home. I go back
So
to the
that
States.
sounds like so that sounds like West LA here. So West
Mm-hmm.
LA, West Hollywood, that's what it is. And then Long Beach. So there's downtown Long Beach, Ocean
Mm-hmm.
Boulevard. The whole street, both sides, Ocean is a very long, boulevard, and you only have the
Yes.
rain. And then every year they actually have the LGBT parade. They're actually on those, whatever they float on, floating, things, and
Mm-hmm.
chaps with the men got their ass out. They dogs wearing chaps. The women got pastries on their boobs and
The
stuff. And
women
this
got they women
is
with
like
got
a
they
public.
women. Yeah.
Oh, they're wearing like strap-ons on out of their clothes. And mind you, kids
That
are
I have
welcome to
not
this.
seen. That I have not seen yet,
Here you'll see it. And the
thankfully.
children, there's children out there and they're part of the parade. Some are on the floater, some are walking around just enjoying
Careful,
the whole
careful. You
weekend.
know how YouTube
Yes.
is. Careful, 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 careful. One day we'll do this unedited, but I just want y'all. I don't want y'all to get hit, cause you know how they are.
Right.
You know how they are. But yes, but y'all folks, I am talking with Sincere Love to God and Nice T Girl One. They have a YouTube channel here. Check them out. They do great content. Please don't listen to it or consume it while you're driving because you might get into an accident. Because Sincere will say something wild, and you'll accidentally look at the screen, and then you'll run into somebody's Tesla, and it'll probably be some white liberal who's gonna get upset and think you don't
I
have
didn't know.
insurance.
I didn't know. I didn't know
I didn't
we
know we
was
were that
cracking people up
funny.
like that.
Listen,
I'll
you
take
crack
it
me
though.
up when I drive home, and I'm like, I
I'll
can't
take
listen
it
to
though.
y'all no more. I have to turn the screen off when I listen to y'all now, just so I can pay attention. I shouldn't even be
I'm
saying
gonna
that now.
be
I
in
am like a PD
Jackson,
Homeland.
Harlem.
Yes, Jackson Harlem,
Maybe
salute,
Jackson,
salute. But yes,
Jackson be cutting up in the chat, and so it starts this whole thing, that when we're live.
yeah, yes, ma'am. And guess what? This is how Nice T was describing West LA.
Brody, look! Niggas be wildin'!
Yes, niggas be wild. But
Right.
Sincere, like I told you before we started, I had previewed something with Nice T, and I wanted to get your take on it. She gave me her take as a woman, proud black woman, as a proud black man. I want to get your take on this. I want to get the chat's take on this. So here we go. I found this on Twitter today, and I had to say, since I'm bringing y'all on, I have to talk about this. So here we go.
So is the black man really worth the black woman's time? Or is it time for the black woman to start divesting? Is self-love and self-worth lacking in a black woman who still believes in the potential of the black man and his ability to love, care, and provide the necessary resources needed to maintain such high assets?
I think she had a cocaine meltdown near the end of that.
Eyes all
That's
bugging.
exactly the face Nice T had on when I showed it to her first time. That's the exact face she had on.
Right. Just,
I ain't going front
first of
though,
all,
folk. And I love black women. I love y'all to death. Y'all annoy me sometimes, but I love y'all to death. I ain't going front though. When I first saw the video, Shorty reminded me of this. That forehead was crazy. That forehead was crazy. But let's get back serious.
first of
Now, number one, I did some research.
first of all, you see this guy.
Yeah, well, listen, that's a nice one right there. I fucks with that. But I did some research. I found out she's an African. That's why she said that. So
I
nicely,
could
that's
have
for
told you
you.
that without no research. That video
Yeah,
was
I
the
know.
research.
Wait, you
That
know what?
video
It was
was
the
the
earrings
research.
that got me. I was like, you know what? Maybe she might be Caribbean. Thank God she's not. But yeah, she's an African. But yes, what Sincere? How did you feel about what you just heard?
You know, I really don't have energy for a lot of these self-hating divestors. You know what I'm saying? I understand that we do have to keep our eye on them because they are very dangerous, and a lot of times they are picked and elevated and put in positions where they can work against us and undermine us. So we have to be aware of people who are operating with this type of mentality. But as far as emotions, I really try not to give no energy to them whatsoever. But it's deep, man. It's a deep thing, especially coming from Africa and the Caribbean, brother, and the Caribbean as
Yes,
well.
sir.
You know, and I ain't gonna say none of the FBAs is on that, but it's a small number of FBA women that's on this type of shit. I'll be willing to bet money anytime somebody show me a video like that. I'll put up money that it's not a FBA.
Hmm.
Let's just say this. Let me. So
Yes,
wouldn't be
ma'am.
single now if I was willing to divest. I can have a man tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm surrounded by immigrants out here. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to pull up. No,
Mm.
thank you. No,
Do they call you Morena?
no.
Morena Bonita?
Cita, baby, all that shit.
Or
And
the essays be trying to holler.
the essays be hollering. You know
Yes.
what? There ain't one
Oh,
thing about them
I'm
essays.
gonna
Them
check
essays
that.
ain't shy.
Okay.
I will give an essay
No, I
that they're
don't.
not shy.
Mm-mm.
But she's like, no,
Mm-mm.
sir.
I'm not
She's like,
gonna.
no mas.
And plus, you gotta wear that wig. You gotta when you start divesting, that comes with those raggedy, ashy wigs. You know, some makeup that be all on there.
Wait, I
You
think
know
I
what I'm
got one.
saying?
Hold on. I think I got one. Hold on. Hey, baby, let me get one of them wigs. I got to show one
Wait,
of these wigs.
why your girl got a divestment wig though? Why your girl got a
Yeah, I'm
divestment wig
saying.
though? What's going on
Man,
over there?
Nah, she ain't got no divestment wig, but she got wigs around here. And I told her don't be wearing this shit around me. I understand y'all keep telling me it's a protective hairstyle, but I'm just saying though, should be kind of flame though. I'm finna wear this right now. I don't know what's going on right now. Wear
What
my
is
crown.
happening?
What the hell?
What is
Look at my
happening?
crown. Wait. Do I have a part on the right side? I just want to know that.
not
Is
the,
it
you
part
got the
supposed to be on the
bangs in the
right side
back.
or the left side? I don't know. I gotta clone this one. I miss hair. Yeah, that's how I feel. You gotta cover the eye. Y'all still cover y'all hair over the one eye? Y'all still do that?
I
Nice
don't
tea.
wear wigs. I don't wear wigs.
I know you don't wear wigs, but I'm just saying when you guys do your hair, do you still do the '90s? You gotta put the hair over the one eye. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I kind of look like Little Richard now. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm with
I
maybe
mean, divestors
big
only
bang.
wish they could get wigs like this.
right.
You know, they look like Randy Jackson and you know all of them. But I'm finna take this off. This get hot, boy. I don't know how y'all do it. That thing get hot on me. I'm throw this
Did
over
you
Right.
there.
guys see that?
Damn, that thing just
I
barked
think
at me.
it's. Did you guys see that? I think it's a what do you call that platform? I can't think of it right now. But y'all know because I'm on it. But there's a bunch of divestors all with their white boyfriends, but they're grabbing them by the back of their shirts, like
I
popping
have
up
the
their shirts.
video. No, you know what? I'm not gonna do the audience like that. I'm not playing that. I can't. I can't.
Like,
Okay, maybe I'll
I'm
do it.
sorry. Somebody try
Maybe
to
I'll
do
do
that
it.
to me. Like, like, no,
They
you're
the
not
ones
even.
that's
I don't
doing it.
play.
They the ones that's doing it. The zaddies are unsuspecting.
Nice
That's the
tea, nice tea. Why did you do this?
Yeah, we gotta
Why
play
did
that.
you do this to us? Now we gotta play it.
Yes.
I had it
it's
queued up.
cracking.
I know she has thoughts on this. Now I gotta play it. Let me see. Let's share the screen. Nice tea. Black women in these comment threads blame Nice Tea for this, cause she got a lot to
This is
say. So
this is what's
I'm gonna let her
going
get her
on
rocks off.
TikTok, man. This is what's happening
I'm
on
gonna let her get her
TikTok.
rocks off. Black
These
women.
girls is young. They started
Yes.
young.
Big, who you with? Big Smoke NASA.
Hold on, sorry.
Come big, who you with? Big Smoke NASA.
Look at
Come
him.
big, who you with? Big Smoke NASA. Come 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 big, who you with? Big.
It did not escape me that somebody had waited in the water in the background. That did
Yeah.
not escape me.
Mhm.
But
Right.
yes, this would have been a black man doing this.
Oh my God.
Man.
Oh my God. Oh my,
The bed
oh my
witchery
God.
is on
Could you
fleek.
imagine?
Now, Sincere, do you remember that video years ago? It was a couple years ago of those brothers. They had they were like football players, and they had the caption up that said "white girls and black girls," and they kept running to the white girls. I don't know if you remember that video. It was a TikTok video.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it. I'm pretty sure I've seen those.
They caught heat for that. LeBron James' son caught heat for liking non-black girl pictures. But nobody said a word about this.
We saying something.
We saying something, we the OGs, but I'm talking about like black women in their age group. They not saying nothing. But like I said,
They
if this was
started
a
them
black
off
man, it'd be
young,
over.
man.
Yeah.
These are some young bed.
Oh,
Who was the
nice
most
tea.
vote-
You did it. You did it to me again. I forgot to show you the other one. There was another one. Yeah, there was another one.
What I
It was under the same thread of that video that I just showed. Somebody put this in there, and I got mad.
still gonna be food find and
This.
throw it in the backyard. What?
Yeah.
So what's happening here?
This was another
Right.
trend.
We
Yeah.
got her in the whole headlock.
Whole headlock. Yeah,
What you
turning
gonna
that
do next?
off.
DDT her?
Give her that Undertaker tombstone power driver.
This is some sick
Right.
shit, man.
Yeah.
It's very,
This is some sick
it's
shit.
actually scary. Because
Yeah.
stuff like that escalates into different things. Next is like, let's play Russian roulette before we do something. I don't know. You say like that, it's not cute, it's inappropriate. No one black should ever celebrate anything like that. I would not even show it on my platform. I'm sorry.
But
Even
look at the shit that
show it, I looked at
look at the shit that your boy said a couple weeks ago.
Humano,
right.
Mano.
that coon.
Right.
Oh no, I did a video on him.
Right.
He got to get. And you know what? Remember how back in the day he got fame for slapping people on the street?
No.
Oh, I
He
didn't know
can't.
about that.
Yeah, he got, after his song High Hater came out, he went viral a few times going after people and slapping them in the street. Notice he don't do that no more. He has no street credibility right now. He made Brooklyn look crazy. Yeah.
At some point, Negroes got to get called out, both men and women, when they do dumb shit like this. Like, it has to be called out, and we cannot, 'cause like you said, if a black man was doing something like that, he would get the most hate, like times 10. But then when a black woman is on here with a kin, right, all of a sudden dumb shit like this slave play is cute. Could you imagine you, even with your black wife, posting a picture with her in a headlock? What people would be saying.
Oh no, please. Cops would be at the house. ACS would be all over here. And Gail Kim would be looking for the interview.
Meg just got
Don't leave her alone. Right. But for the divestors, aka the white feminist pets, and their supremacists in shining armor.
Brody, look! Niggas be wildin'!
Niggas be wildin'. And for the B1s, and the FBAs and the ADOS, you know, people that are on code. What do we collectively say when we see divestors?
It's not my culture.
That's not my culture.
That's not my
Not
culture.
my culture. But yes, folks, we are talking with Sincere, the Love God, and Nice T Girl 1. Check out their YouTube channel, subscribe to it, get them over 1,000 so YouTube can put them in the partner program and they can get ads and they can get recommended more because New Black Media must thrive. And also subscribe to me too. I'm at 454. I need to get to 500. I want that community tab so I can go off. I got a lot to say. It's a lot easier to do it there. But yes, and Jackson Harlem is speechless. And that wasn't, yes.
I'm not seeing the comments.
I'm
not seeing the comments.
That's weird.
Oh, it goes to the top. Oh, it goes to the top, not the bottom.
Yeah, but I mean, I can put it on the screen if you guys want.
No, it's fine. I
can see it.
It wasn't scrolling. It was just staying still for a second.
Cool. But yes, folks, but we gonna continue the fun. But let's do a little diversion real quick.
Wait.
Because I forgot.
What about the Manosphere Negroes? What about the Manosphere Negroes though? We got to get on them too. You know,
we about to talk about them. I just wanted to introduce the audience. You know, get a little background on you guys, how you guys got started before I go in on them niggas, because I got a lot to say about them niggas.
All of them.
But yeah. So how did you two hook up?
So you want me to tell the story?
Yeah. You can.
It's my story. You know what I'm saying?
It's our story.
But yeah, it turned into our story. But it started off as my story. You know what I'm saying? So what, like 2020, I started SincereDaLuvGod cast, and it was just me by myself. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, to me it felt kind of dry. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was covering some good topics and stuff like that. But just me being on screen by myself, not having nobody to bounce off of, like, I'm not super talkative, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like there was too much dry spots going on, and I felt like I needed, you know, somebody who I could bounce off of, because let me go back just a little bit more. Prior to that, me and my brother DJ RP Beats was doing a podcast with another sister named Melanin Audacity. And so while I was doing my own thing, I was looking back at some of those episodes, and I was feeling like I was more in my stride when I had her to bounce off of, because me and her disagreed on a lot of stuff. So I felt like, you know, she was bringing the best out of me. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I was like, yo, I need a sister. But I ain't want to get a sister who I was going to have to clash with all the time either. I wanted somebody that was on code, somebody who could spit and all of that. And so I stopped shooting the podcast for a while, and I was just in my mind thinking I need a female co-host, but I wasn't actively looking for a female co-host. I was just thinking I need one. And then I forgot what came up, but it was something that was going on that I really wanted to talk about. And I said, yo, you know what? I'm gonna find somebody. And so it was a couple of sisters that I followed me, that I had in mind. And I talked to a couple of them, and some of them was with it. It was schedule issues, whatever the case may be. Some was like kind of wanted to do it, but they didn't want to commit to a certain schedule or whatever the case may be. And Nicely was following me, but her page was private, so I didn't follow her back. You know what I'm saying? I usually don't follow private pages. I don't know what's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? But the thing was, she was engaging with my posts. She was always leaving on point comments inside the comment section. She would always say something that I would end up pinning to the top. And so I was like, let me see who this is. So I follow her back, and after that, almost everything I was posting, I was stealing it off of her page. You know what I'm saying?
Thief!
Like everything that was happening, I was seeing it on her page first. Like she was first on top of everything that was going on. So I'm like, oh, this might be a good candidate right there. So I slid in her DMs and asked her, and she was like, you can take over from there. You can take over from there. Nicely.
So I, of course, was like, well, wait a minute, because I don't like to talk to people. I'm shy. Like, I can comment on a post, but, getting on camera and, saying, like, people see in my face, I get tongue tied. I start stuttering. I'm nervous right now. I'm sweating like all that. Like, right now, I
Mm-mm.
still get super nervous, but, seriously. And so I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to step out, just do something that I've never before, and here we are.
Cool, cool.
I say yes.
That's good. I did the same thing. We started this media company. I had my co-host, but she's in that corporate life, so she started phasing out slowly. Now it's just me, but shout out to her, Rose Gold. Shout out to her. Always thinking about you. You better come back on the show soon, because I know there's a lot of things you heard me say that you want to come back on. But that's all good. Do your thing.
You said Rose Gold?
Yes, man. Yes, sir. Yes. Young Borders with Rose Gold and Kid Gravity. Yes. This was actually her idea.
She from St. Louis? She sing? Is that the same Rose?
Nah, she in the DMV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. African sister too, so African in the Caribbean. You would think that we were off code, but we weren't.
But not all African and Caribbeans are off code.
Yeah.
It's just the ones that are off code, the numbers is too high. It's too many.
Right.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Speaking of off code, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta stretch for this one. This one's gonna be fun. The Black Manosphere. Now, full disclosure, I used to listen to him. I did.
Like who? Who?
I used to listen to Obsidian. I used to listen to, I guess for lack of a better term, Kevin Samuels. But this was way before when he was on Facebook, so he wasn't even part of the Manosphere then. Who else? Tia San Johnson, Mediocre Tutorials. I used to listen to them. I was like, okay, they're saying some good things, but then they started saying some things that I did not like, especially about Thomas Sowell. Now, respect to that man for being around that long, but he says a lot of things that are off code. And riding with Larry Elder and me doing my research on him, yeah, I had to distance myself from them, which is fine. This is what you do.
Is Thomas Sowell, y'all gonna have to fill me in, because most of these people I don't even know. I know who Thomas Sowell is. I know who Larry Elder is. Is that like that? Huh? No, that's Tommy Sotomayor. No, you think about
Sotomayor. Tommy Sotomayor I also used to listen to, but then I had to stop when he kept doing like 767 videos about Kevin Samuels. I was like, nigga, you a little too obsessed. I got to back off.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah, so I haven't listened to him in a year.
I'm gonna have to. You're gonna have to explain to us how you got out of the sunken place in a little while. But let me ask you this.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. Is because some of these Manosphere people I don't know. I know Kevin Samuels. I know who Tommy Sotomayor is, and a little bit familiar with Fresh and Fit. Never listened to none of them, by the way. But some of their stuff goes viral, so I'm aware of them. I wasn't even aware of this whole Manosphere thing until our sister Lioness Crown and Great Black Shark put me on. They were sending me articles and links and stuff to check out, and I was like, this is crazy. But is Larry Elder and Thomas Sowell supposed to be like their master teachers, so to speak? Is that the master teachers of the Manosphere? Are they to them what Dr. Anderson is to us?
No, I would say that. I would say that some of them do take things from them, but I won't say that like they're their master teachers. Like if you listen to Jason Black, like he broke them down beautifully. Like if you're listening to people try to tell you about relationships, there's an issue. If it's not somebody close to you, I wouldn't take relationship advice from somebody. I wouldn't do it. Like Rollo Tomasi and them, can't do it. Especially you taking your cues from a white guy in the Black Manosphere, can't do that.
Oh, that's a white guy.
Yeah, Rollo Tomasi's a white guy. Can't do that.
Wow.
And that was one of the reasons also when they started bringing in more, they started promoting more white people, and I'm like, y'all are the black manosphere. What are you doing?
Because aren't they supposed to be like the black offshoot of the Red Pill Society?
Right? They're supposed to be black version of the red pill, the black version of MGTOW. They do save yourself, black man. Cool. I was supporting them. I'm like, listen, we need more black male media because you know they like to shut our voices down. But when you start going off code with things and you start arguing and bitching with each other, I got to go because I need content that I can use later on to further my message. And you guys were up here and then you started bitching with each other, you plateaued, and now you're just going downhill. And it did not help, I'm going to bring it up, that Prophet of Doom 86, aka Frank James, went and did that dumb shit allegedly. Now you done got your major website where you guys put your stuff on shut down thanks to the FBI, and now your name is mud. Do you notice that nobody even retweets Kevin Samuels anymore?
I don't even know most of the stuff that you're talking
I don't know about any of this stuff, right?
Yeah, but well, there was this site called Free Speech Avenger where a lot of them would put their content on because you know how YouTube is. You can only go so far with your commentary. But when that whole thing up in New York happened, the FBI shut their website down because he had put his stuff on there. So you lost that. But like I said before, haven't you noticed now that YouTube doesn't even promote Kevin Samuels anymore because he was part of that community.
Yeah.
So his brain now took a hit. Their whole platform is taking a hit. And like I said, with them doing the beefing and now beefing with the divestors, I mean, it was fun then, but now, nah. It's you're losing your message and you're losing what made you hot.
The manosphere was beefing with the divestors.
Mm-hmm. They would go back and forth, and like I said, it was great entertainment.
The same to me. They like one and the same to me.
You would think so,
I'm not
but
deep
it's
into it. So there's some nuances.
it's more about them. It's more about them fighting it back against divestors and their talking points. Like they always, you know how they always say.
But it's black divestors and black manospheres, or however the hell you say it. So it still brings on this whole black men and black women can't get along, can't be together, can't marry, can't, you know what I'm saying? So that's the part I don't like.
Yeah, and you would figure, okay, guys, you've gone back and forth with them for years. Nothing's being produced that's fruitful. You might as well just move off. They don't want to move off. So, like I said, they've plateaued and now they're on that roller coaster going down before the loop. So, yeah, like I said, I had to move away from there. And luckily, I was still listening to the new black media at the same time. So it was just an easy transition for me to just get away from that content, basically reset myself. And now, here we are 10 years later. Boom.
Gotcha.
I unsubscribed from Kevin Samuels and the rest of them, but I was like, okay. Reset.
I mean, honestly, what can a moist dude tell other men about
And
it?
here we go.
Clearly moist. Why are
you have to explain that to me because I hear everybody saying that dude moist.
Eyes from that eludes so much moisture. He's clearly moist. Let's be for real.
Now, according to you, is he wet or is he over wet?
He wet, over wet. Overwhelmed.
Okay, so he overweight.
Drenched. Drenched. Yes.
I just don't look at a man's sexuality like that or his masculinity like that. So you're gonna have to explain to me why you feel like that. You're a woman. I'm gonna let you have it.
It's just, one thing about women, like we can just pick up on the energy of a moist man. I don't care how hard he tries to play hard, tough, especially here in LA. We're surrounded by thugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can tell when there's an alleged gangster, in the mix that's moist. I can call that fool out. It's something that they're going to do. It's the mannerisms. They're going to slip. He's moist. He's moist, and it'll come You don't want no woman.
I thought
Woman.
Vicky Diller did the preeminent expose on the moisture of
Yeah.
consent.
Yes.
You know, wasn't he a cheerleader in high school or college or
Right.
something?
I did see that
Man is
picture,
nice.
yes.
The man is nice.
But you don't
Man
think
is
joining
nice.
the cheerleading team would get you some extra, you know, some?
I don't know about that, man.
I'm just
I
saying.
don't
I
know about
mean,
that. Look, when I was in high school, um, I took cosmetology so I could be around all of the girls. That was the only reason why I chose that. You know, you had to pick a vocation. I was like, there's only 2 dudes in cosmetology, and I'm about to be the 3rd one.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but
So you chose
cheerleading.
cosmetology over home ec? At least you could cook. At least you could cook a girl at least a cake or something. You finna do. You
Over
finna do makeup.
mechanics and all.
Yep.
Nah, it wasn't makeup. It wasn't makeup.
Okay.
It wasn't makeup. It was hair for the most part,
Oh,
and men.
okay. Oh, you can see. You could do a chick. You could do a chick's hair. She might. All right.
And I ended up being a
I'm
barber
gonna be
for many
respectful to
years.
the ladies. I had a joke there, but I'm gonna be respectful. And Jackson said I could call that fool.
I'm saying. Like, come
I can
on.
just
It's
imagine
more.
Nice T going up to somebody. He's like, "What set you bang?" And she
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she.
Listen.
See,
Listen.
yeah. Nicey got that
Listen.
aura, right? Nicey got that
I can see that. I ain't fucking with her.
Mac 10 aura.
I'm
I
telling
can't.
you,
But
Tommy,
but the go ahead.
Crispy suspect. Crispy look like he'll dip and dab on either one. Whoever give him a chance, he'll swing either direction to me.
Wait, who
Crispy
we
will
talking
swing
about?
any direction.
Tommy
Crispy.
Sotomayor.
Oh yeah.
Crispy will swing any direction. I don't think that there's one preference over the other. It's just whoever accepts him.
Now, how did you feel about the fight he had that day
Which one?
with said which one? With with the those two idiots. Those two idiots.
I might not have sold.
Fresh and Misfit. Fresh and Misfit.
Oh,
They had like a fist
well,
fight.
I didn't know they had a
The
fight.
chick, they were drunk. He said some, she
Oh,
said some. She smacked him. He punched
which
her,
one?
and
Oh,
yeah,
the chick.
Yeah,
Yeah. I saw that.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
That that that
mean,
that
my thing
that that
is,
proves what my sister is saying.
yeah, because several dudes have run up on him, and what did he do?
Right.
Which one
All
you
right,
running up
fine,
to?
folks. We'll say it.
Calling the police and
Who
everything.
want to do it now? Who
You know
want
what
to
I'm
do it?
saying?
We're the killing that, Crispy. We're the killing that. I say it for the B ones.
He said,
We're the killing that.
We're the killing that.
Now I ain't gonna lie to y'all, folks. When he and Tariq fell out, I stayed with Tommy because I didn't get Tariq at that time. I didn't get him, and I listen to Tariq now and then. I mean, I'm still a little iffy on him, but
It's the
I see where
Caribbean.
he's coming from.
It's the jerk chicken, my nigga. It's the jerk chicken. I
There you
love
go
jerk
with the chicken.
I love
It
jerk
is.
chicken.
You know what? You know what? It might be the American. It might be the American chicken. It might be that because when I will tell you this. When I went to Jamaica, the jerk chicken hit different. It does hit different.
Oh, it's American jerk chicken.
It's the American chicken, all the hormones and stuff. Like they really they really kill the chicken down there. I'm just saying. So maybe it is. I'm trying, folks. I'm trying. I have donated to Tariq. Where is it? I got it. Some got it. Where is it? Here you go. Just so y'all say I ain't frauding. I bought the book. This is the paperback. I bought it. And see, I have been reading it. That's why it's creased like that.
What you
I
think
have been
about
reading
it? How you feel about the book? How you like the book so far?
I'm only on chapter 3.
Okay.
I gotta wait.
I mean,
Let me get halfway.
It gets right into it though. It gets right.
Yeah,
into
it does. It does. It hits you. It does hit you. It does hit you.
And the
But that's good.
references.
But I got the books in the closet with the master teachers. What's that? What's that you
I
said?
said I like the fact that it has all the references in the book.
Yes. Yes, because a lot of books they don't like to cite their sources because they don't want people to challenge them on it.
Right.
But yeah. But my daughter does know who Tariq is. I made sure that she knows who the master teachers of this generation and the previous ones, they do know. So I made sure to teach her that.
Shout out to you.
I'd be
How old
damned
is-
if
how
a
old
bunch
is
of white
baby
people
girl?
gonna tell me who I'm supposed to put up in high regard. No, 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 no. That's my job and my wife's job. But yeah. But yes, like I said, we've been talking with Sincere Love to God and Nice T Girl. And for the Black Manosphere and your divestment yin yang, we do have a collective saying for you. Well, two of them actually.
Not my culture.
I
It's
like
not
that
my
one.
culture, and
I like that.
Brody, look, niggas be wildin'.
niggas be wildin'. So
That is
y'all
not
can
my culture.
y'all can all get married for all I care. It's all good. It's all good, man.
Right.
But yeah, let's
Yeah,
continue.
really,
I'm sorry. Was
I
that you
said
said?
they
Nice
really
tea.
should. And to me, comparing black men and white men, especially when it comes to comics, right? White men,
Mm-hmm.
are given inheritances and stuff like that. Everything a black man has, he has to fight for. Damn it, you know what I mean? You cannot compare the two and stop looking at black men as a damn money tree. To only buy you something. What about loving you, protecting you, raising your family with you two, building something together? It can't be, just buy me a bag or I need 3 bundles in my hair for my wig. Like, what I'm saying? This whole, black men are only here to, give us stuff. What I'm saying? When all that shit gets old, after a few washes, when it's no longer popular or whatever, what else are you supposed to get from this man? And I doubt if white boy doing the same thing. Let's be. That's why y'all wigs is toe up. If he was doing anything for you, why you got this dry ass fake wig?
No, that's because
You
they
know what I
go
mean?
into
Like, come
that's because they go
on.
into Sally's Beauty Supply and they go into the mall to get their hair did. They don't
Her
they don't they
deal.
don't they don't, they don't be around black people like that.
Oh
At the
yeah.
end of the
So
day, Kevin is not paying, $300-$400 for a wig for you. He's telling you to go to Sally's Beauty Supply and get this $30 crusty one that you slapping on your head, and then when he take you home, he gotta choke you out at night.
she said choking. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice tea with the venom. Choking a motherfucker out.
Choke. We just said it. They
Allegedly.
was
Allegedly.
allegedly. Well, no, because somebody, I forget what state that was in. This black girl was missing for a long time, and come to find out she was in her boyfriend's backyard buried.
Mm. Is that the one in
How many
Kansas?
have
No,
we
that's not
seen
Kansas
come up
City.
missing? How many have
Oh
come up
well,
missing?
that's the one thing I get on divestors about. I'm like, listen, y'all let Lawrence Smith Fields, you let her story die because you saw her brother and her
Mm-hmm.
mother outside. As soon as you saw that
Right.
black man, you were like, I'm done. That was a bad zaddy.
Mm-hmm.
That was bad zaddy. You still got good zaddies out here. And then the woman outside of Philly, she got killed by her white boyfriend. Y'all didn't say anything. Then the chick in KC
Yep.
got killed. Y'all didn't say anything. So I said, you know what?
Nothing.
It is what
Oh,
it
but
is.
let her have been killed by a brother. See, this is why we need to do our
Oh,
best to see black men hate black women and all this bullshit that they like to spew.
did you catch the bullshit they've been saying now about how we're killing black women every 5.5 hours?
Yes, yes,
Who said that? That sound like
like
Oh no, the
Jamil,
divestors love running around with
Jamila
that.
LePuke. That sound like a Jamila LePuke bar. Who said that?
That was her bar. That was Paris Milan's bar. That was Cynthia G's bar. Yeah, I said that cunt's name, and I called her
disgusting.
a cunt again to her face. I don't care. Send it to her. Can't stand that.
It's disgusting.
There's my wife in the back row. I can't stand that bitch.
Like, first of all, Cynthia G really should be quiet. I don't think a black man or a white one want that one with that face. Like y'all
Oh, the
seen
Bayang? Y'all don't like the
the
Bayangs?
bang. I mean the
The
makeup, the
Bayang.
eyebrows, the entire face. The entire face.
I will pay
Like,
her $1,000 to produce her baby's foot.
didn't she get pregnant though by some other YouTuber
Yeah,
at some
Robert
point?
Paris. Robert Perkins.
Right.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't know who
Allegedly.
that is. I don't know that story.
He was allegedly he was Was he Black Manosphere? He might have been Black Manosphere. And yeah, they hooked up and she allegedly got pregnant or whatever, fuck her. Anyway, I have a friend of you guys. He wants to talk to you real fast. Would you mind if I plugged him in?
Who you got?
Plug him.
I'm going to show you. I'm finna show you. I just got to plug him in. I got to plug him in. He want to show you what he got going on. He's so sassy. He's so sassy.
I think I know who he is.
Oh, he's so sassy. Oh, look at the fit.
Look at this. Oh,
there you go. There you go. Get it. Get it. Get that butter biscuit shuffle. Get it. Look at that butter biscuit shuffle. That butter biscuit bop. Look at it.
This nigga's always
that Sambo two-step. Look at that. Go ahead, roll it.
Right.
That nigga blocked me. I love it.
It's roll, y'all.
It's roll. Mister, I cannot stay away from a picture with a nigga in a Speedo.
No.
Look at the fit.
He disgusts me. He loves a dress, homie.
The butter bop. Shout out to Jackson Harlow. She said the butter bop. There it is. The butter bop. Yes, folks. But yes, Roland Martin did block me, folks, months ago, and I loved it.
That's actually our brother, though. Jackson Harlow. That's actually our brother right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. Oh, it's a brother. Okay, my fault.
Yeah.
The niggas at Disney got me all confused. I'm sorry. I don't know who was who. But yes, folks. Yeah, we gonna keep it going. Brother Sincere.
What's good, man?
Did you have a good day today?
Great day. Every day.
That's great. I know. It was 84 down here. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, some assholes on NYCTeeGurl's side of the world decided they were black for the day or the week. And they did this.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this.
Who? Number one, my first question is, who put on the 70s font? Who thought that was cool? Number two, who designed that goddamn logo? Because we know that was not a black person that did that.
My nigga said the 70s font. Yeah, that dude.
Look at the 70s font. That is that 70s show font. Number three, I count 1.5 black people out of this whole group, including in the top row, number 3, the nigga who looks like a Latino Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about this man right here.
What, he's black? He's black?
No, he looks like a Latino Tim Tebow.
Okay, yeah.
And she looks like Maya Rudolph.
You got
she looks like Maya Rudolph.
Baba Tunde in there, and Angela Rye's.
Angela Rye can go to hell too.
Sister.
She can go straight to hell too.
Other than that, I see nothing but Wallace.
Yeah. But we ran up on them. I didn't personally, but the new black media and B1 Society ran up on them, asked them their questions. And what happens typically when you ask them questions, folks?
Play the video.
Block.
Oh, yes. We're going to pull it up for you, folks. We're going to show you what happens when you get asked about reparations and they have pertinent questions about those reparations. And when yours reparations question answers
in the building.
do not resonate with black society, what typically happens, folks? This typically happens. They say, fuck this shit, I am out. These tweets are protected.
Oh, what?
We will not let you niggas come after us. Shout out to Mama Love. We will make sure you niggas, yes, you niggas will not do us like you did Sean King, a.k.a. Bechamel T. Washington. You are not going to do us like him. We're going to be preemptive. You are not going to do us like that mammy Lila Brown, who tried to say a black man was a child M word. I'm not gonna say it here because I don't want to harm your platform.
Mm.
So we're gonna preemptively just shut it down and keep our white liberal friends so we can kiss their ass. Yes, folks.
Yeah.
Now, pay particular attention to how many people they have following them. 103, folks. 103.
Wow.
When did they start the?
They blocked it. What did they say? Saturday? I think it was Saturday.
No, when did they come on Twitter with this?
This month.
I will.
This month.
Yeah, it was this month. They joined April 2022.
Yeah.
So you see how fast you saw how fast we were on their ass. And we can thank Nina Turner for this because she endorsed one of their candidates.
Right.
And when she showed up, oh, we were on her.
On her bumper.
Yeah. And they ran over there. V1 ran over there and started asking all of them some questions. And they did not have them answers.
Yeah.
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 So
That's
give B1 their flowers.
That's the energy we gotta keep. We gotta
Yes,
keep
sir.
that energy.
Yes, sir. And shout out to Marcel Dixon. He was great interview for me. You guys need to talk to that man. I know he's busy, but y'all need to talk to that man. That would be a great interview for you guys.
Oh, we had
Yes.
we had him on. We had him on.
Oh, you did?
We
Cool,
interviewed
cool.
him in Jackson.
Put that in the chat because I need people to go look at that after this is done.
Yeah.
Go put that
Jackson,
in the
if
chat.
you could grab the link to the Marcel.
Yeah, put that in the chat. Put that in the chat. But
appreciate you.
that was a great interview. And yes, sir. And
Yeah,
because I was reminded of that because he talked to Jason last night.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, uh-oh. And you know Jason, he gonna ask them questions, and Marcel held his own, so I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Marcel didn't
As
win.
expected.
he passed the test, so this is good. So
I respect him so much more for not running from the question and also not bowing down and changing watering down his message, to get donations and support. This is what I stand for. This is why I'm at, and you either with me or you're not, right? And so I
yes,
really
sir.
appreciate, his stance. I appreciate his fearlessness, right? And he goes hard for his people, and that's exactly what.
I loved it.
He's very
I loved that.
consistent.
He is very consistent.
And he's prepared. You know what I'm saying? He's done his homework, and you can take him seriously. He's not trying to figure it out.
No.
He's not trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? He understands the assignment, and so even when the quote unquote tough questions came, there were logical responses. It wasn't stumbling and bumbling on all over the place and trying to figure out what would be the right response. What should I say about this? It was logical. Like, this is the reason why I'm doing this. This is my stance on this, and this is the reason why. You know what I'm saying? And nothing was contradictory to the things that we say, as far as what the black agenda is supposed to be. None of it was contradictory to it. You know what I'm saying? It was in addition to. It was like, my major platform is reparations for Foundation of Black Americans, freedmen. You know what I'm saying? But this is also a part of my platform as well, because I'm running for Senate, and some of my constituents are not Foundation of Black Americans, and I'm going to be their representative also. Logical. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I love that interview. But
I love it too. I love him. I just love his message. I love what he's doing.
Please donate to that brother, and please, black folks,
Absolutely.
it's only $10. Do a weekly donation, please. $10.
So, what do you guys think about? I was having a conversation with some folks actually today.
Hang on.
And we were
Nice thing. Before you ask that, you wanted to know how I got out of the sunken place, right?
Yes.
You asked me.
Oh God.
Now you can ask your question. I'm an open book. Go ahead.
I was having a conversation today, and we were talking about being on or getting on code, right? And a lot of times when we're talking to black folks about supporting certain candidates, and for me, I was talking about Marcel, feel like come with a bunch of excuses. Well, black people unite before we can do this. And, well, this is part of uniting and getting on code. We were just talking about a bunch of stuff, and I get so much like just too many excuses about, well, to do this and we need to do that. We need to all, get on code. Well, the thing is, get on code with who's on with you, because you can't bring everybody. This whole idea that everyone is going to get it and we're not going to make it unless is following the same, path. It doesn't matter. And I always go back to Tariq, because when he talks about his 300, when he started doing the hidden color films, it was 300 people that donated to that made it the powerhouse that it is today. And he's like 5 movies in, with 300 loyal people. Just imagine what 3,000 of us can do. You know what I mean? 300,000 of us, because there was a space, with the security trial, there was 30,000 black folks on there. Yes, there were black people all, but if we can do that, you know what I'm saying? And if all 30,000 of those black people had donated to Marcel that day versus arguing and bitching over bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Imagine what more we can get done. I'm just so tired of the excuses. Like, it's always, it's just redundant. The argument becomes redundant. So, okay, well, what can we do? Right? That's like we talk and we talking about get on code. I'm like, okay, well, what I'm saying, 3 do. Forget everybody else. What we gonna do? I got my money, or whatever the case may be. Why are you gonna still be talking about Joe Blow them ain't doing? I'm talking about us 3.
Yeah.
How about we do it? And if we do it and we get on code with each other and they see what we're doing and they see the results of what it is that we're doing, they'll follow suit. But we gotta do it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. But you know how the Negroes are. It's always, like you said, it's always some excuse. It's always something that something happened to them. Their bank account not set up right. Oh, they got other things to worry about. I'm like, Negro, I'm the only one working in my house right now. I'm paying all the bills. I still gave the brother $10. I'm fixing to go interview, not this week, next week, tomorrow, Johnson. I put $10 a week on her. It's $20 a week. Y'all want y'all reparations. Put the effort forward.
We need her too. We got to get her on too.
Oh no, well remember her thing is up. I think hers is up first. Yeah, hers is up first. May 24th. But down here in Georgia, you can start voting May 2nd. And you got to make sure she gets in. Yeah, we got to make sure she gets in. And Warnock showed up on Twitter today, which was funny as hell to me, because now he know that it's about to get serious next week. So he showed up. He was like, he came out with his little bullshit message, and I went through the comments, and it's nothing but white people on there. Talking about, we stand with you, and we're here with you and Orsoff, and you're gonna beat the Republicans and all that. So then they're already not even thinking about tomorrow's, which is, I like that. I want her to come from the bottom, because when she shows up, it's gonna right. Because when we show up and she wins, they're gonna be like, what the.
The thing about it is, every election cycle, even though they claim only 13-14% of the population, they need us to move forward every election, right? We learned that with every last one, they always need the black vote in order to move shit. So it's time for us to take our power, which is our vote, and put it towards the people that support us. If you keep voting for, what's his name, Tycoon, for 30 years and get nothing, why not take your chances there? You don't say, well, what if he get over here and do a bait and switch? Well, guess what? Clyburn ain't done shit. So if he does a bait and switch, what the fuck are you missing?
At least you're getting somebody moving, not just giving his family $20,000.
It's just BS excuses, because again, like my brother Sincere said, black people are literally scared of empowerment. They're scared of accountability. You know what I'm saying? And we want to stay on this perpetual cycle of riding the Democratic plantation and then complain about it when we don't get anything. I guess it sounds good to complain.
And it's such a weird paradigm to me with that whole thing. We were talking about that, I think, on yesterday's show, because, you know, even the people, the folks who vote blue, no matter who, if you talk to them about the issues, they don't agree with a lot of the issues that the Democrats is pushing.
Right.
They vote against their own best interest. It's based out of fear. It's just based out of fear.
Yeah, you know what it is. It's, niggas don't like change. I say it all the
Right.
time. Like, somebody said it best. How can you be for change, but you won't leave your own neighborhood?
Right.
You won't even leave your own
Right.
state. I moved 800 miles away from everything I knew to make sure my family had a better life. But Negroes won't go travel and get a passport to go experience something new.
You got niggas in Brooklyn that never been to Manhattan.
What?
Real talk.
Yes.
Real
There
talk.
are cats in Brooklyn right now that have never been to Manhattan. They will not jump on that train to Manhattan because, like, Brooklyn got everything I need. They couldn't tell you where Harlem is on a map. I actually asked a brother years ago where the Empire State Building was. He couldn't even tell me the street. But I can ask a tourist where the Empire State Building is, and they'll tell me it's in Manhattan. And they'll tell me, oh, it's on 34th Street. But if I ask him where the sneaker spot is in Brooklyn, he tell me like that.
Right.
But yeah, but like I said, Warnock showed up on Twitter.
Yeah, what was that about?
Yeah, he showed up on Twitter. He's talking about, you know, I'll just show you the tweet. So basically, he said, I'm back on the ballot, folks. This time it's for a full 6-year term. I'm ready to continue my work in Washington for all Georgians. So I retweeted him and told him, in no uncertain terms, to go to hell.
Isn't he currently losing to Much
Yes.
Mouth?
Yes, he's losing to Herschel Walker. So you already know it's a problem. But this is good.
That says a lot.
This is good. And for those who think I'm lying about that tweet, you can go look at his quoted tweets. It's in there. I told him to go to hell. He hasn't blocked me yet, so it's all good. But yes, that's bad. You're losing to a lying conservative.
Right.
But this is good for Tamara. She needs to come in like gangbusters and split those two apart and take those votes.
I want to talk to her. I want to have a real
like I said, I'm talking to her next week, so I will put in a good word for y'all. Make sure she talks to y'all too, because we need her, Marcel, and we need
that other guy.
Somerville. Yeah, Somerville. Yeah. Well, Nicey could go down there and really look that nigga in the eye and see if he's really about that.
Yeah, you know, he's not far from me. Long Beach is not.
There you go. I mean, you're going to have to bring a tithe to talk to him probably, because, you know, he a pastor.
Is the reparations candidate out there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in Long Beach,
What's he running for?
He's running for, what is it? It's the, not the Senate, the House of Representatives.
Yeah, in California. He's based in Long Beach.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of my family lives, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tamara, I want to see her step out more, hear her voice a bit more. Out here, like, she exists. She comes in the spaces. She speaks briefly. I just feel like, you know, we need to hear her more, you know, her to get a little bit louder on the microphone. You know what I'm saying? I support her 1,000%.
But you know what it is? I talked to her last week, and the audio wasn't great, so that's why we're going to redo it again. But, you know, she said she be campaigning from 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, that day she came into our space, she was, like, she just got home. And it was like 9, 10 o'clock at night. So I understand that she was tired and all that. And then she came, that was the night where we got our space shut down twice. For some odd reason. Whatever. But yeah, she came in, I think on the second one, and she talked briefly, and then, you know, I guess she went to sleep. So forgive her, you know, she out there.
No, I know she's
She's
out
a,
there. Like we DM
yeah,
each other and stuff like that.
she's actually in southern Georgia this week, so that's why I couldn't get to talk to her this week. So she's gonna be down there campaigning. It's like I said, May 2nd, it goes down out here.
So why
It's gonna
hasn't
be
Killer Whale and T.I. and all those folks out there who jumped behind like Bernie
because
Sanders?
I'll tell you the
Why aren't they
truth.
behind her?
She threatens Wakanda. That's why.
Mm.
I'm going to just say it, folks. And like I said, this is my platform. I offend people on this platform. Ladies and gentlemen, T.I. and Killer Mike, respect to them for what they do. Respect to them. That Wakanda comment really pissed me off because you're basically saying, I'm just speaking for me, not for you guys. I'm just speaking for me. It pissed me off because you're basically telling black people there's no accountability. That we've made it. We can't do nothing wrong. When you know damn well, right? When you know damn well Atlanta got problems, but you won't address it. Yes, you have a bank. That's great. You have blocks. That's great. I don't think he realizes the goddamn Asians are coming from southern Georgia. They're coming. They're down there in Riverdale, if I'm not mistaken, which is near the airport. They're built up that area.
They up here too.
Yeah, they're over there. They're over there. What is it, by Chamblee? That whole Chinatown over there. That's basically right across the bridge. You jump in, you're in Atlanta. They're coming for the Golden Dome right now. And that's why I told people about Stacey Abrams. She's not for black people. The only reason Biden got in was because she got them Koreans and the Vietnamese to go vote, which you know Asians historically do not vote in national elections. Everybody knows that. So what she needed to do was get the black vote to almost wash the white vote, and she could bring in them Asians, put it over the top, but then still lie and say black people were the reason why Biden got in. And I did a video on that, and I showed them the exit polls. I showed them the article where NBC News said that. It was because of them Asians Biden won. Nobody wanted to believe me. Now all of a sudden they got reparations and they got legislation. We didn't get shit. We lost $100 million from this All-Star game because Stacey Abrams ran outside and said voter suppression. Then said 6 months later she never said that, even though they played the video where she said that. Y'all vote for Stacey Abrams down here, folks. Georgia is dead. I'm just gonna tell y'all straight up. Black people have no shot.
For black people.
We're done. Yes, we're done. Atlanta done. Augusta done. Macon done. Savannah damn done. What's another black town down here, Sincere? The East Side done. West Side. White people gonna be all over that. My man just told me they're kicking him out of his building and he stay in Midtown. Kicking him out of his building for Google employees.
Wow.
They're pushing black people further down south. Y'all, you know damn well you can't live in Cow County as a black person. You already know that. The racists love them some Cow County. Where y'all gonna go?
Yes, indeed. This is what a race war looks like. Family.
Yep. And the white liberals, they love them some Stacey Abrams.
Yeah, they always love Marys. Marys are their favorite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's asexual. She's overweight. You know what I'm saying? She's the perfect prototype of what the white liberals love.
And what's going to end up happening in that election, regardless of what Kemp's done for the last 2 years, they're going to hold that against him.
Right.
Birmingham's going to be done too, ma'am. Crowned. Birmingham is going to be done too. Alabama, no.
I got some folks that's buying a lot of property out there in Alabama. Buying a lot of property.
They're going to move us west. Florida, we can't go to Florida no more. Remember, Florida, a lot of people don't know, Florida was a nice little haven for black folks. You could at least be around. I mean, okay, it's Caribbeans and they might be off
New
coast, but
Yorkers.
you could still go down there and live a life. You can't do that no more.
Yes,
The
sir.
Hispanics they run that shit now, and now the white supremacists, they're upset. They're pulling rank down there. You don't want to be in the middle of that war as a black person. South Carolina has been priced out. Marcel told me. North Carolina is white supremacist town. Tennessee, forget it. Especially what they're doing over in Mason. Where are you gonna go?
Yeah.
Alabama, okay, great. Unless they put some major infrastructure there, you're just running away from the problem, and you're basically gonna
Wherever we go, we may go. We gotta
I
stop
know, but
letting them force us out. We gotta stop
right,
fighting
that's
for the
why.
black representation that's representing everybody
Exactly.
but you. Gotta stop falling for
Exactly.
that, and that will never.
Exactly. That's why I said I know he white, and I know
And
he
I
a
know
white
what's happening
supremacist, but
now.
we got to make sure that Stacey don't win.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
going to
really
be a
think she
death
stands
sentence
a
for
chance.
us.
But the way the climate is right now, it's a long shot for her to win. But
It is. She's getting killed right now
yeah,
in the
it's a
polls.
long
But
shot.
again, we still have the whole summer. Shit could change. She could pull some bullshit out of her hat. I'm just saying. And
I know she
Like
will.
you did with
October.
the
Sincere and I know come October, traffic's gonna be crazy because Biden and Kamala and Obama gonna be down here stumping for her. We already know this. They got that on the itinerary.
But the
Yeah,
thing
but I
If
think
is,
that happens,
I think the
Obama gonna have to
climate.
see me.
I
Kamala,
think the climate is a little different. I think the climate is a little different. It's not
it
going to
is.
be the warm welcome that they expected.
No, that's
No,
over.
I hear you.
They might get a little taste of the same thing that Jeff Bezos got. Where was that? South Carolina, North Carolina, one of them.
Hmm.
When he showed up to that church, I think they might get some of that energy when
They
they pull
will,
up this
but you
time.
know what? There's still a lot of coons out here, and Sincere, there's a lot of people that still love Obama down here. There's a lot
A
of
lot
people,
of
especially them white liberals. Them white liberals love them some Obama down here. We're gonna have to fight them. We're gonna have to spend the summer fighting them off.
well, let's
We ain't
do
been
it.
talking about Obama too much lately. We might need to remind people some more about Obama, just in case they
Hmm.
forgot.
Obama
Right.
restarted slavery in Africa, folks. Go do your research on that.
Yeah, you talking about when they killed Gaddafi and overthrew
Hmm.
that whole part of the
Yep.
And then
country.
said, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Spoken like a tether. I'm sorry, folks. If you like Obama, you have free speech in this country. You do with it what you want.
Freedom of
But
choice.
he can go to hell for all I care. They're like, oh, you get to meet Obama. Where is the exit? What's that you said?
They told Black America to go to hell.
Oh,
He
yes.
did nothing for us. But once he got the black
Yeah.
vote, he turned around and what he said?
We still
I'm
love
not the
you.
first black president. I'm America's president. He comes out every year and give us his playlist as if we give a fuck about what music he's listening. Where's my check?
Okay. Since we
Where's
brought
the
up Obama,
tangibles?
you knew he was never going to give y'all's reparations. We knew this. But did you hear what the Negro said the other day about the Belle Biv DeVoe? What I call that thing.
Oh, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Black folks, I can't play it here because they'll do their thing.
What I missed?
But, huh?
What did I miss?
He said that even though they have, what's the word he used? Experimented on most of the world's population. 1 in 5 Americans still will not get the Belle Biv DeVoe. And he can't believe that. Now, mind you, remember when this whole thing started and they were pumping out the Belle Biv DeVoe, who were the most vocal people about it?
He was them, the black and white liberals.
Mm-hmm. We were the most vocal. We were the most vocal against it. We said, nah. You just put this out here? Nah, I ain't taking this.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. We went back to holistic. Yes, we did. We were crazy. They wanted to exercise us from the community, the world at large.
Right.
What happened 2 years later, folks? The report drops. Over 10,000 adverse effects.
Right.
I did a video on it. Yeah. We told black people it has the HIV in it. They said we were crazy. It's on the page. We said it will give you lupus. It's on the page. Heart arrhythmias. It's on the page. Now everybody wants to act brand new. Like, I can't believe this.
And they still trying to vilify Kyrie Irving.
Shout out to Kyrie Irving. He on code. Shout out to that man. Stephen A. Smith. I used to like you. You from my hometown, Hollis, Queens. You a coon still. I didn't want to admit it, but you are a coon.
Major.
You make Hollis, Queens look bad. Run DMC should be on that show slapping you. LL Cool J should be giving you the greatest diss record ever, but he won't.
Well, yeah, keep it.
But he won't.
Have you heard from DMC lately?
Nope.
He don't sound too much different.
I know.
DMC don't sound. Matter of fact, DMC did a rap about the ball. Yeah.
No.
He did it. Juvenile did it.
Yeah.
Juvenile
I didn't know
did it.
I knew that. No.
Yeah. Well, he did his in a cartoon form, which made it even worse because you spent more money on that. Oh, Satch, you know what I'm talking about. Q2 and the Q77. Yes, sir. That was the bus lines.
Wow.
That was the bus lines. Yes. But yes, he did do that. Unfortunately, that jerk. They never learned. But shout out to Uncle Luke. I have to give Luke his flowers. He finally woke up. We need another soldier.
To a certain degree.
Hey, listen, if you can admit you're wrong, that's a good first step. You admitted you were wrong. You said, I made a mistake. Okay. Now we need you to be consistent. Please be consistent. When they come down there asking you to say a word, say, I'm busy.
Right. Just coach football.
Exactly. Coach football. Maybe go back in the studio. Make a legacy album. But please do not go out there trying to sell the Democrats on Red Miami. Please don't do it. It's not going to work. The Hispanics will curse you out, throw Cuban sandwiches at you, and they will make sure that Fat Joe is the unofficial mayor of Miami.
And you see
because you know they like to say the N-word.
Didn't he just go
not in Miami?
What's it, Roland or the Congressional Black Caucus, something where they were talking to him about, I guess, issues or whatever? Like, what y'all talking to Fat Joe? What does that have to do with black?
Because Fat Joe said nigger and he got the black pass. He made a black people's anthem and he got a pass for the cookout. He got a golden plate at the cookout.
Well, we shutting that cookout shit down too, by the way. Ain't no more cookout. There's no more invitations. Yes, sir. Y'all heard it from me.
Remember I said earlier, you guys are cleaning house. Yes, remember I said earlier, you guys are cleaning house.
No more.
Yes.
Enough is enough. Stop that goofy stuff. Stop.
You know, but here's the thing, Nice T, and you know, it's gonna take a lot to convince people. You saw how hard it was to convince people on Obama. You saw that fight, and there's still people today that still love that man. It's gonna be a fight, but you gotta be in it for the long haul. Gotta be in it for the long haul. You got to tell people, listen, that man hated you. He's only here to get the tax breaks and to get the legislation passed, so when his sister dies over in Indonesia, he gets that whole fortune that he can put in his safe in his Hawaiian beachfront house that nobody's supposed to know about. But they caught him without a mask on in front of workers. But he claims that he took the Bell Bid DeVoe.
Yeah. Would we consider Michelle Obama Miami at this point?
Say it.
I put her in Miami corner. Because, you know, this is a black woman from Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. You know, we're your people. You know what I'm saying? So I got to put her in a Miami corner. You moving out here like a Miami.
Okay, let's run down the list. So Michelle is on the list. Joy Reid is on the list, correct?
Oh,
Michelle's on the
absolutely.
list.
Tiffany Cross is on the list, correct?
Yeah.
Tamika Mallory is on the list, correct?
Yes.
Yes, check.
Okay. We said Stacy. She's on the list.
Angela
Um,
Rye, well,
Angela Rye is on
Jamila,
the
and
list.
your mama.
Yes. I would like to. I don't really pray, but whichever God is real. Thank you for firing Jamel Hill again 3 times in 4 years. Thank you, sir, or ma'am, or
And she
thing.
said she's all
Thank you
right.
so much. Yes, my grits tasted extra better today because you fired her. Thank you. Oh,
All
you
right,
don't know how
Virginia.
much joy I got. You don't know how much joy I got when I saw that this morning that she lost her gig. That didn't even really start. So she's on the list. Who else?
Stephanie, this is
There's a
A
lot of
fellow
them.
too many
Jamaican.
niggas.
A fellow Jamaican. Jodie Turner
Oh,
Smith. She's on the list.
oh, that's the actress?
Scandal Gal. Yes, she has to go on the list.
Yeah. The
She made
other
y'all look bad. I
that
don't
that
like her.
that lieutenant governor.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Winsome
and
Sears. Oh, she's
Virginia.
definitely on my list. That coon shit she pulled the other day, talking about Jews and all
Oh,
Mhm.
that.
the,
Oh
the,
God, I'm
the
gonna kill
judge,
you.
the Supreme Court judge.
Oh Lord, she's
Yeah.
sitting at the emperor's chair right now. Black people,
Yeah.
Crime Bill 2.0 is coming. I need to. I need y'all to hear me
Your black
again. Crime Bill
representation.
2.0 is coming.
New
We
York is
need to get
ground
ahead of it.
zero.
No, we need to get ahead of it.
Oh, yeah, that little Mr. Ed in New York, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like
Eric
this
Adams.
little
I was
thing.
keeping this on
And
females,
yeah,
but he
he's
a
supposed to
bitch,
be a
so yeah, he
Democrat.
could get on it.
Yeah.
He,
And he's a Democrat, though, y'all. Let's not forget he ran as a Democrat. He's a Democrat.
and he pro police, and they still voted for him. Black people voted for
Hey,
this man because they didn't want to vote for the white boy.
because he black. Black looking,
Because
I
he
should
black.
say.
That man told you straight up and down, I'm fixing to reinforce the police. And you still
And niggas
voted
went right
for
to
him.
the ballot. And Negroes went straight to the ballot and was like, this one. You can't make this shit up.
You can't. It's funny.
You
And
can't make
crime
this
got
shit up.
worse since he's been in office.
Has it? Or are they orchestrating
Yes,
it
it had
to be that?
crime has. I watch New York City every day. Crime has gone up 75% since he's been in office.
Orchestrated crime?
Call it whatever you want. Orchestrated crime, orchestrated terrorist attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And notice all the terror and the crime, you know, all black.
What kind of black though? Gotta be specific. What kind of
I
black?
mean, at the end of the day, when this stuff is
I know they're
happening,
gonna say
right?
it.
When stuff is happening,
Right.
we all one big
They're
nigga.
gonna blame
We
black
don't
Americans
separate
for it.
us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's one big nigga when something bad happens, separate us until something good happens.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I did a Twitter space the other day where it said Caribbean/Africans, your hyphens will not save you.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right.
I warned them after that election, if Biden gets in, we're all black again.
Mm-hmm.
And
One
look what's
big
happened
nigga.
since. We've had three, not one, not two, three dead Africans now. There's going to be your justification for that crime bill, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be surprised if you see something called the Patrick Lyola bill. Don't be surprised.
They
His
told
father
niggas
actually went on TV. What's that you said?
yeah, they released the name of the officer that did it
Oh, a
today.
week later. Sure. What was his name? I would love to know that.
His name is drum roll. His name is Patrick. Oops, sorry. The name of officer. His name is. Let me get in there. Officer Schurr. I don't know what that how you say it.
Sure.
Sure,
Sure.
sure.
Yeah.
And they didn't put
Yeah,
his
that's what I
first
said.
name, by the way. They
Of
just
course
put
they didn't.
Officer Schurr.
Of course they didn't. They're not going to have him get done like Derek Chauvin. They're not
Yeah,
going to do that.
they only put Officer Schurr. They didn't even put his first name. but they do have his
Mm-hmm.
photo.
Now, does he look
They
like?
do have the photo.
Yeah, they have his photo on here as well.
Let me see if
Yeah.
I can. You said Officer Sure.
Officer
But yes,
Sure.
but yeah, it's just funny that Patrick Loyola's father was told to go on film and say that he can't believe that police actually shoot black people in this country. Negro, where have you been?
Did you see that? Did you hear that part?
Oh, his first name is Christopher.
Oh, you saw it? I didn't see Christopher.
I have it on. I pulled up ABC
You
News.
know, okay,
Yeah, his name is Christopher Sure.
sure.
Yeah, that sounds like a great white supremacist name.
First of
Where's
all,
his picture?
the brother that got murdered by him, when his parents, father said what he said about coming here for a better life and not knowing this, you were here during George Floyd. Y'all been here 6 years, so there's been
Mm-hmm.
several men and women that have died since you've been here. So why did y'all think that?
Yes,
And when it started happening, you also had the option of going back home. You didn't have to stay.
true. But that's like what I said. Ah, we found the picture. We have the picture, folks. We have the picture. Shout out to NYCTeeGurl for giving me the little bit of info. And shout out to DuckDuckGo. We have the picture, ladies. This is Patrick Loyola's killer.
His name is what?
Yeah. Christopher Sure. Dollars to Donuts, he was in the army or some sort of military. Dollars to Donuts. Yeah. Those who do not heed history are doomed to repeat it.
Absolutely.
Well, let's get him off the screen because I can't look at him too long.
Kind of got that all right
Yes,
here, too.
folks. This is why I've said, folks, we need neighborhood watches. It's Kevin.
Yeah, it's Kevin.
Wait, his name is Kevin? They said Christopher.
No, that's
somebody.
No, that's just a generic name.
That's
for,
just what we call
Oh, it's
guys.
Kevin. Oh, okay. Oh, Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin. Yeah, but this is why I said, folks, we got.
know.
Yeah, this is why I said we need neighborhood watches, folks. You need a buffer between us and the police.
Because we can't have a Zimmerman, so, within our own community.
Yeah.
Zimmerman was a neighborhood watch.
Well, they're keeping Zimmerman
It's
under wraps.
you, the neighborhood watch. It's you. It's us.
Right.
Yeah. Now, I do have a question for you guys since you are... Now, quick question. You guys are FBA, right?
I
Yes,
am.
sir.
Oh,
Okay.
Both sides.
Good. Then I'm qualified to ask this question. I've been seeing a lot of posts on Twitter about calling immigration.
I'll be seeing that. Yeah, I'll be seeing that.
FBA has, even though they're white supremacists, they are okay with calling ICE. How do you two feel about ICE being called illegal immigrants?
I ain't called for immigration.
Listen, I'm telling you, if it permits, I might call. My thing is they don't have a problem calling the police on us, you know what I'm saying, and set these, ambushes on us with police officers, and wishing that we get killed. I'm not above calling ICE. I'm just gonna let you know. Have I ever done it? No. You know what I'm saying? But if I need to, I might have it on speed dial just in case. I'm just saying. I'm not above it.
Okay. I asked
I mean,
that
what if
because
it's a molester? Out here, especially with the, Hispanic ones, they be whistling at kids. They know that these are children and flirting with them and all kinds of goofy stuff. And they know that these are kids. It's a really bad habit of these people doing stuff like that. So, certain situations, I'm not above calling ICE. And it doesn't have to be the Hispanic ones. It can be any of them.
I mean, it's just time to open up a can of whoop ass. That's all that is.
That too. That too.
Time to open up a can of whoop ass. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I don't care about immigration. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not caping for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not we just delineating. I get to use that word now, that good old Twitter word. We delineating who we are. You know what I'm saying? And we're not catering for other people's issues. We're not, pushing no minority coalition or whatever the case may be. But you know what I'm saying? If they're giving you the opportunity to immigrate over here and do what you do what you do. That's what
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean.
I
Yes,
I ain't
sir.
trying
agree.
to
But
fight you on that.
leave me alone. Leave my babies alone. I don't need no, pedos, coming over here, and
Yes,
definitely
sir.
don't come over here, saying nigga and all this stuff, with your anti-black behavior. Again, I ain't gonna be above calling. I'm not,
Yes, sir.
just like they're
But
not above calling on us because they're not.
for you guys, I have to applaud the Ogun spirit of the FBA because lately white people have been getting out of pocket saying the N word, and they have been met with science in real life, aka
Yeah.
physics.
All right.
So it's all good. Shout out to y'all. But Jackson Harlem brought up something. I just heard a story about an interracial couple slain while on a walking trail. Yes,
Yes.
sir. I did a video on that yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, and it wasn't lost on me that the wife is an African, because that's very big up in New England. A lot of African immigrants go up there. But
Mm-hmm.
I did not hear Africa Twitter talk about that story.
No, no.
That's
Why
very
not?
interesting. There was no space talking about this. Not even on Clubhouse. I lurk on Clubhouse. They weren't even talking about it. I don't even think they knew about it.
Wow. I just heard about it today,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
It took an FBA brother, shout out to Beatzilla PDX. He put me onto the story, and I did my commentary on it. I ain't saying nothing. I don't know who did it. Hopefully they'll find the killer, but we'll see. But they do have the white people shook up there, so once white people shook, somebody gonna have to get arrested within the next 48 hours.
Yeah.
Because there's one thing you don't do with white people: you do not get between them and their hiking trails / walking trails. You do not do that. You do not get between white people and nature. You do not do that. But
Not talking
I
to
brought
them.
up right. I brought up ice earlier
What
because
you
I don't
got
know
to
if you could.
say?
What's that?
Sorry.
Oh no, that's cool. I brought up ice earlier because I don't know if you guys remember this story, but this was back in 2018 over there in Chicago. And by the way, we do need Chicago for
Do I remember?
Black empowerment. We do need them. So we're gonna need Chicago to number one vote out Uncle Lori Lightfoot,
Uncle
Thunderbird
Mammy.
Lightfoot.
Uncle,
She got to go. Uncle Mammy, y'all got to get rid of
Uncle
her.
Mammy.
Number two, this is gonna be off code a little bit, but y'all need a Republican up in there. Y'all need to clean that city up. Y'all need to do something different. I don't care if it's a Republican or independent or fine.
And,
Get a Democrat that's on code, but y'all need to do something. That crime is out of control. If y'all gonna point guns at white supremacists. Don't point it at each
but,
other. Stop doing that shit.
but is that also, crime gets kind of set up like, come on,
I know.
from my understanding, I know a lot of people that travel there all the time, have a great time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They go to the hood because they got family in the hood. Nothing ever
Mm-hmm.
seems to happen, when folks on vacation. All these crimes are happening. There's never any video, where
Right.
they getting all the, what about bringing resources to the area, But I just don't believe that these people, when there's 100 murders in a weekend. I just don't believe that is happening like that without
It's
When you
not.
talk
outside
about
intervention.
the neighborhood watch thing, what's the brother out there in Chicago? He got that little community policing organization that he got out there.
You
So
talking about
yeah, I
Tyrone?
can,
I forgot his name.
You talking about
I can
Tyrone?
give you.
Tyrone Muhammad?
Yeah, that's
Yes, yes, that's him.
Muhammad.
Yeah, Tyrone Muhammad. That's a good brother. I did go in on him when he had that whole situation with throwing the brick through that window. I'm like, that's not how you get that done. And then I felt for him when he went back and the women were still going in that nail salon. I felt for him. But then I did my research on him and I was like, you know what, he a good brother. He was just a little misguided that day and a little in his feelings. I
Sometimes
could
you
chalk
gotta
that up
throw
to a
a,
mistake.
but you gotta throw a brick, whether it's at a window or at somebody. And because talking is not going to get you anywhere a lot of times. Sometimes somebody got to get popped in order for them to hear you and understand you.
Yeah.
Sometimes people got to get popped. Even when you're talking about your children, let's be for real, as black parents. You know what I'm saying? You tell them not to touch certain things, no,
Yeah.
no, no. And
No.
then you get those hands like, I said no, right? You got to
Yeah.
sting somebody a little bit in order for them to hear you, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to go
As black children, we got stung a lot.
yeah,
Whew.
sometimes you got to throw a brick. It's
Yeah.
okay. You got to throw a brick.
Yeah, but yeah, back to Chicago though. I don't know if you guys remember this, but they had a bakery up there that the black workers called ICE on them illegal
Yeah.
workers over there, and
Shout
they
out
got
to them.
raises out of it, and they got
Shout
more
out to
jobs in
them.
there.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Yeah, I
them.
do remember that. I do remember that. I do remember that. Yeah.
Shout out to them.
yeah, it's
Again,
just
when it
funny.
permits, when it's permitted, like we got to do what we got to do. It's survival of the fittest out here.
Hmm.
Think
And
about
the
it. Would
funny
they
thing
call
was,
ICE on you? Would they call on you?
yes, they would.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was just funny because this was also the same time that Trump said, we're gonna start throwing people out. Because I work in the restaurant trade, and I walked into work one day, and all the dishwashers were gone. And I was like, "What the hell is going on?" And then I started getting calls from my friends that also work in restaurants. They're like, "Yeah, most of my Spanish workers are gone. You guys got anybody you could send over?" We're like, we ain't got nobody. And then I heard about this story, and then I started hearing about, oh, yeah, Trump basically told everybody, we gonna start throwing motherfuckers out.
And
And
this is
I guess
actually
they all
part
panicked and
of
ran. They all went
this
on the
is,
ground.
this is part of Marcel's platform as well too, cracking down on these
Yes,
employers.
yes,
You know what I'm saying? Hiring these illegals and all of that.
yeah. Well, that's undercutting everybody, including us.
Yeah.
And we get hit the hardest on that because
On
we're
everything.
willing to take those jobs. But they don't want to hire us because, we're going to ask questions and we're going to want a fair wage, and they're not
I
going
was
to
just
pay a
gonna say
fair
that.
wage to someone.
Right.
Right. It's
Crack
like,
down, Marcel.
hmm it's
We
like,
support it.
notice they won't go to a black firm for labor. They'll go to Home Depot
Mm-hmm.
and get the illegals in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
They'll go, like if you have to build a house, you go to North Carolina, get like 10, I guess, illegal immigrants, put them up in a hotel for 3 months.
Yep.
It still would be cheaper for them instead of hiring people that
Local.
are from here.
Yep.
And hopefully your house don't fall on you, because
Right.
then you can't sue them for shoddy
Mm-hmm.
workmanship. But it's just funny that's why I had to ask that question, because I know some people say, I don't give a fuck. I'll call ICE in a minute. But I just want
I
to make
ain't above
sure.
it. I'm not above it. And I said what I said.
Okay, well we know.
Mhm.
Nice team. You know what? I think it's because you live in LA. You had that strong opinion, boy.
Yeah.
You're like, man.
Y'all from New
Because
York though, you New Yorkers are like,
here's the thing with us
y'all
in New
like
York, though.
from
We not
love.
around them like that. We not
Oh,
around them
you
like
are.
that. Like with us. Okay, like I'm from Brooklyn. If you
You
want to go
mean
see them
Mexican?
Hispanics, you go over to Myrtle Ave. I was nowhere near there. Or you go to the Bronx, or you go to Spanish Harlem, or you go to Jackson Heights over in Queens. So you're not really around them.
Well, I'm from a small town, and there's a lot of them.
We're down here.
No, I'm talking about in New York. I'm from Middletown, New York.
Oh,
There's a heavy
yeah, they up there
Mexican
too.
presence. There's a heavy Mexican presence up there,
Hmm.
and just immigrants in general. But it's definitely a heavy Mexican. It wasn't like that when I was growing up,
Right.
but like early 2000s up until now, yeah, it's a heavy presence of them up there.
Hmm.
But it's a different breed than what I got on the West Coast, though.
Yeah, that's what
It's
you.
not.
Oh yeah,
It's
Yeah.
no.
it's not like essays and shit, though. You know
You
what
know
I'm
what it
saying?
is? We got the Caribbean Hispanics. She got the Mexican Hispanics. That's
Yes.
something
No, I'm
And I
totally
saying
think
different.
There's Mexicans, but it's a different breed of
It's a
Mexican. You know
different
what I'm
breed of
saying?
Mexican. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what
We must got the East Coast Mexicans. She got the West Coast Mexicans.
Yeah, the West Coast Mexicans is a little
She got the West Coast essays. They don't
Seriously.
get. They used to the earthquakes.
You can't get used to
Hey,
it.
nice tea. Why it still don't rain where you at?
I mean, it drizzles. It
I said
drizzles.
rain. I ain't say nothing about no drizzle. I said rain.
It drizzles a little bit. I mean, the drizzle, we still call that rain. That's rain to us.
Well, I'll know something's wrong in LA when y'all get some rain and there's an earthquake at the same time. Then I know there's something going on in
Yeah.
LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's time for y'all to leave. I've never heard of y'all having a hurricane when it rains.
No.
That'd be crazy. When the last major earthquake y'all had?
Mayor, it's still gonna be the 90, what was that,
94?
94? No, that was the
Northridge?
last major.
What about the one in 2011? Was that one bad or that one that bad?
It wasn't, too bad. Yeah, no, that wasn't nothing like the 94. Nothing. I was at
Wait,
school.
didn't y'all have
You
one?
know,
Y'all had one a couple years ago, right?
we always have them.
No, I mean, I know y'all ground always moving, but I'm saying y'all had one
Yeah.
like a
It
couple
was
years
like
ago.
that one, but that wasn't like considered big. I think it was like in the fives. And
Hmm?
so not
She said
every person,
fives. Like me
yeah,
and Sincere
but
don't know
not
nothing
every,
about that.
yeah,
We
not
don't know nothing about
everyone
no
in all
earthquake
of
like that.
LA felt it. And if you felt it, some people felt the jolt, but some people felt it. You know what I'm saying? So it just
Mm,
depends on what area you're in too.
yeah. But that Northridge was well, all right.
That
All
was
right.
some
Well, as
crazy.
long as y'all safe down there, that's all we need. Cause we need that FBA strong down there.
Yeah, but
The
listen,
shit that y'all go through, I envy y'all. The way y'all. Now, if y'all want to see some fighters, boy, then LA FBA, those some fighters, boy, because they try to silence y'all down in California, especially with that reparations task force. That Rainbow Coalition they got over there. Shout out to the Samurai. I said it. Tamaki. Shout out to him. Shout out to the Samurai. But keep fighting that fight, folks. Keep fighting that fight. We got reparation candidates that are really about that life. Donate to them. Marcel Dixon, Tamara Johnson, Sheely, Dr. Somerville. Don't be jaded
that's
because you
fine.
heard buzzwords. And for God's sakes, please don't vote for these assholes. Please don't do
Don't even talk
this.
to them. Don't even
Don't
talk to
go.
them.
Yeah, don't talk to them. If you see somebody retweet their stuff, just block them. Don't put yourself
Exactly.
through this.
Yeah,
Please
don't
don't
do
do
it.
this. And folks, if you're down here in Georgia like myself and Sincere, please do not vote Stacey Abrams in. I can't say that enough. She can't get in. Warnock cannot get in. Please don't.
So
Don't do this.
are you gonna vote for Purdue or what's his name? Kemp?
Kemp, I
Are
gotta
you
look at
vote?
their platforms. I gotta look at their platforms again, and I gotta look at that debate they had on Channel 2 the
Yeah,
other
they
night.
just had a debate today, yesterday.
Yeah, I gotta watch that in its entirety and write shit down. But anybody but Stacy. And if that also includes number one, if I don't like what they're saying, I ain't going. I'm not gonna waste my time. I don't need the 4 hours paid that bad. I don't need it. I'll just go to work and just come home. Or I'll just take a sick day. But I don't know. It can't be Stacy though. Because I'm telling you folks, if y'all vote for Stacy, this is gonna be us. This will be y'all down in Savannah. I promise you. This will be y'all in Central Georgia. I promise you. Shout out to the Haitians.
All right,
But on
y'all.
that note, folks, yes, ma'am.
I was gonna say I have to take my sister to the airport. The little bald head
Yes,
girl
I
you
was
see
just
in the
about to end the
background.
show. I was just about to
She's
end the
going back
shows.
home. I gotta take her to the airport.
Okay, so we're going to end the show right now, folks, because we got to make sure she about to go in LA traffic. We already know how how that is.
Don't remind
So
me.
I would like to thank you both so much for coming on. I had fun. I
I
had
did
fun.
Appreciate you
too.
having us.
Yes,
Invite
sir.
us again.
So
Invite us again. I hope
yes,
this is an open invitation. We'd love to have
open
you on as
invitation.
well.
New black media got to stick together. New black media got to stick
Absolutely.
together.
Be one.
Because, yes, be one. So before you go, let everybody know where they can find y'all at, and then we're going to end the show off.
All right.
Yeah,
You guys find me at NicetyGirl #1 on Instagram and NicetyGirl without the one on all other platforms. NicetyGirl #1 IG, NicetyGirl without the one on all other platforms. Make sure you guys follow me on those platforms and also make sure you subscribe to the Sincere Love the Godcast channel on YouTube. Hit the notification bells and make sure that you are notified every time we go live. Have a Black Business Showcase every single Wednesday and Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we do our current event show every Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys tap in with your girl and your boy.
yes, indeed. And she laid it all out, man. But thank you again, Kid Gravity, for having us on. Good
Yes,
chopping it
sir.
up with you. Good chopping it
Yes,
up with the family. You guys can follow me. I'm at SincereDaLuvGod on all social media
Very good.
platforms. And again, type in Sincere Love the God on YouTube and click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And check us out. We'll see y'all on Wednesday
Yes,
for the Black Business Showcase. We got Guns and Chocolate coming through. So pull up on us this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time.
cool.
Peace and
sir.
black love.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you,
And
Kid
y'all know how I
Gravity.
give it up. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And y'all know how I give it up. The Kid Gravity on Twitter, Kid Gravity Beyond on Instagram, and I got a Facebook page, so it's a fan page. So you just type in Kid Gravity Beyond, it's on there. And I'm about to go on 60, so you'll find me over there soon. And yes, subscribe to the channel, Kid Gravity Beyond. I have commentary on there, live streams like this. I have my own Black Business Showcase, Go Bet on Black with Kid Gravity. And the podcast, it's also a podcast form. And the other one, Bet on Beyond Boys with Rose Gold and Kid Gravity. Anywhere you stream your ratchet music, you can go learn something. So come in and learn something. I'd like to thank my guests for coming on. This was so much
Thank you
fun.
for
Open
having us.
invitation always. New Black Media Appreciation Month is ongoing. And before we go, and I'm qualified to say this with my two guests on the line. Coons, divestors, the Black Manosphere, Black bootlicks, anybody caping to get a job from the white man at the expense of dissing black people, anybody off code, and I'm sorry to say, you fake FBA ADOS
The
B1P.
$5.
You $5 tethers. No change. We have a statement for you. Yes, we do.
Brody, look! Niggas be wildin'!